I'll interrupt on your behalf.
Welcome to YellBro Road. I am Jordan, and today, don't you do it. Don't do it. I saw you unmute. Don't you fucking do it.
That was unintentional.
Don't you,
I
don't
clicked
do
too
it.
fast.
Don't you fucking do it.
Go on, I'm not
Don't
here to say
intimidate
anything.
him like that.
Welcome to YellBro Road. I am Jordan, and today, something actually, in my opinion at least, interesting coming from Candace Owens, where it's a little bit less towards the Fort Huachuca story, and a little bit back to the basics of the whole Charlie Kirk, Tyler Robinson conspiracy theory stuff. And when I saw this, I'm like, oh, this is actually worth looking in or going over, because there's a couple things she shows or talks about that might be straight up like kind of breaking news or never before seen. It is what it is. Before I get started, don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Also, please check out the Discord link if you want to join that. We're in that Discord right now, and all opinions are welcome. That's right. John DeMarco. Ah, fuck. And yes, this video, I'm going to link it anyways, but it should be so easy to find. It's just Candace Owens' channel. You'll find it easily. So please, go watch the video on your own. There's more stuff in here that I'm not going to go over. I'm going over two sections. The kind of the newer information stuff. So without further ado, here's at least the first portion of this most recent Candace video. Where Tyler Robinson went on the night of 9/10, which is the day Charlie died. Here we go.
Care.com today. Okay, let's jump into this. It was allegedly Tyler Robinson. He was allegedly acting alone on a rooftop, and it is allegedly supposed to have been the first time that he ever killed a human being. So I think most people who are thinking through this, we naturally would expect a little bit of adrenaline, right? Maybe even the thought of what he had just done for the very first time might have made him physically ill. Like we would expect him to maybe lose his lunch, not exactly pop over to a nearby Dairy Queen to have lunch, calmly have lunch and just begin texting his lover, which is why.
Also, you guys in the Discord, you tell me when the pause, because I've seen this portion already. So you tell me when the pause if you want to say anything or whatever. But
I like how she uses.
What's up?
I like how she uses the word lover.
And Jesse, what were you saying? I couldn't hear it.
I was just saying that Dairy Queen no longer exists. Like as soon as this thing happened, it disappeared.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But they went back to this is like more back to the basics of things. And trust me, the next portion is going to go over a little bit of the 30-06 story a little bit. And it's something.
It wasn't just the Dairy Queen. It was the scene of the crime paved over.
Yeah.
Like it's just destroying everything.
Yeah, and then there's going to be more to this that I think is actually pertinent, if true. And she claims to have receipts. She might have shown some. Let's hit play. Here we go.
Lunch, calmly have lunch and just begin texting his lover, which is why I was very surprised to learn of what Tyler Robinson did thereafter. Ready? Tyler Robinson, we can exclusively confirm to you all, drove 3 hours away from Orem, Utah, down to Panguitch, Utah. I hope I'm saying that right. A lot of the cities sound weird. I think it's Panguitch, Utah. I'm showing you a map of that distance. It is just under 3 hours to get there. Now, what was he doing there? You're probably wondering, did he meet up with somebody? No, he was alone. And what we can tell you that he did when he got there was that he pulled into the Cowboys Smokehouse on North Main Street. He grabbed himself a seat at the bar at this steakhouse, and he ordered himself some more food. Specifically, Tyler Robinson ordered a steak, medium rare, with mashed potatoes and vegetables. There were 3 servers that were working that night, and then after news exploded
reading from a teleprompter,
day, and people began obsessively sharing, of course,
I think
the photo of the suspect, Tyler Robinson, having been captured after 33 hours.
The voice in her ear telling her,
at this point, recognized him as the person that was sitting at the bar the night before. So they decided to huddle up with management and said, no, that that person, Tyler Robinson, he was here. He was eating a steak. He was eating mashed potatoes. Management said, are you sure? Are you positive that Tyler Robinson said, yes, I'm absolutely sure. Well, they don't have any cameras at this restaurant. So what they decided to do was to verify that he was in the building, not by, of course, consulting outdoor video footage, which they didn't have access to, but rather just looking through credit card charges. Because Tyler Robinson, despite telling his roommate how he wanted to get away with this, remember the messages and like, oh, here's what happened. I don't want anybody to know. Make sure you delete.
You mean the real
this letter
sus
that's
fake
under the
looking ones?
keyboard, but take a picture of it before you delete it. But read it and then destroy it. He's trying to get away with this crime. Well,
What's
he
with
used his
perfect
credit
grammar?
card. That's how they found it. And so what they did was the
Well, it
right
looks
thing. They
AI written.
contacted the feds. Now, that's interesting because I would imagine that after 33 hours, when they sort of gloriously come out and yeehaw, we got him, I would have, and call me crazy. I don't know how this stuff works. I'm not an expert, right?
You are
We're not
crazy.
experts, but I would imagine the first thing that they would do is that they would probably just try to figure out where he'd been. And maybe one way they would do that would be going through his credit card charges. I would imagine the federal government had that capability, but they didn't do that. Instead, they were contacted days later by this restaurant. The server filed a report responsibly and said, yeah, he was here. We have the literal receipt. The literal
Pause it.
receipt. And they...
God.
The server would not have access to the receipts. It would be the closing manager that night, and the server wouldn't be like, oh yeah, we have the credit card of this person. It says their name. The server would have no authority to do that ever. Any restaurant. I work in many establishments.
But she said they
On the receipt,
they
too,
work together.
on the receipt, it doesn't say the full credit card number. It blanks
But
a lot of it out.
it wouldn't be the server who'd be sharing that information because you would have to get the manager to go through all that paperwork to get the receipt.
So
You can't just share willy-nilly names on the receipt.
Yeah.
That doesn't. I'm just saying, logistically. I've worked in many restaurants. You can ask Allie; she'll tell you the same goddamn thing. There's no fucking way a server is doing that.
yeah, that's true. But what they could
just saying-
do,
If they did it the day they got it and they took a picture of it or something.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be able to release that though to the public.
Yeah, and they'd have to know he was
exactly.
a killer.
And you not only would be fired, that's illegal. It's
Right.
literally illegal to do that. I'm just saying.
if you're if you're like a law enforcement or you get a warrant or something, what they could definitely do is like even your transactions, which is kind of sick, I think. Like just your credit card transactions, they sell that left and right.
Yeah.
It's so credit cards, yes, they can get that, and the Google he's actually carrying a phone. Like if he's texting, he's carrying a phone.
Yeah, the server's
They
not
get
getting the
his
manager.
location from
To,
Google
dig through because
with a warrant.
But I'm just saying, with the story on its face, what she's saying, the server's like, oh yeah, here, like just waving the receipt in the fucking air. It's right here. Look, no. That's not how that works. You turn in
Okay.
all of your receipts at the end of the night. The closing manager takes them. They put it in a safe because in the morning the people come to pick up the money. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And literally every restaurant works like this. In terms of, I mean, even if they're smaller, there's still going to be a manager to close it and do it that way. Maybe they have closing servers. I don't know. But usually it's not just like any server that could be willy-nilly sharing information about a guest in a restaurant.
I thought she was in.
Also,
Good.
on a receipt, I just looked it up. It says no, legally and by modern standards, receipt should never have your full credit card number on the fucking thing. So
With
it's
your
like the
name.
only people that can see it is the bank.
Well, it's
Or
like
the managers would have it in the safe as well.
The name
They-
is there,
it gets
not
sent to
not
the
the.
bank.
But on the
phone number.
receipt itself, it's like star star star
Yeah,
star star
yeah.
star 767 or something like that.
No,
Like it
but
doesn't
always
actually
has the
show
name,
you the
too.
full
It has the name, or at least the last
don't
name and the
care.
initial.
yeah.
it's the
of the
name.
holder.
Right.
Yeah.
It
First
depends on what it
initial
is.
one.
Okay, if it's a Visa versus an American Express versus a MasterCard versus like, whatever, Diners Club, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? It
But it
depends on
doesn't tell you the dude's
yeah.
name on the card.
Well, what kind of card is it?
I don't know what card, but I thought the idea was that it was the server saying they recognized him, then they huddled up with the managers and all that stuff, and then we're like, okay, let's report this to the cops. We think this is that Tyler Robinson guy.
But the server can't give that information. I've never.
Even the manager, how would the manager know?
Well, the
Maybe the
manager has
name.
access to that information.
If they have the name, right? Like you said,
Yeah.
if they have the name, maybe because
Mhm.
she said that, right? That we're gonna. Oh, they got us a
You
huddle.
would have to get the bank involved. The bank has the account number.
Only if they haven't
Yeah,
dropped
but-
it off yet. No. If they haven't gotten a pickup
The
yet from
bank's not
like
gonna give it
the
to
Dunbar,
anybody.
the Dunbar people that come and pick
Yeah,
up the
yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you haven't had that yet, you'll still have all the receipts from the end of the night.
Yeah, but
So you could cross-reference it.
well,
Like,
hold on.
I'm just saying.
Hold on, real quick,
ahead.
because okay, let me just say this all out. What I think she was saying, or at least what I was
Mhm.
picking up on. Maybe I missed it, but I thought she was saying the servers recognized the guy. Like, oh, that's the guy that was eating mashed potatoes. Then they told the bosses or higher ups within that restaurant, like, hey, this guy was here, and they, I guess looked into it to some degree, and then they handed it off to the police afterwards. So thus,
Okay.
it's not them looking at bank statements or credit card number. It's
How
like,
would
She
you
said the
remember
server, I
what
thought.
night this person was
Sorry.
at your fucking restaurant? That is crazy
No, it's-
photographic
they're
memory.
saying his
I mean,
face
that
is
could
all
happen.
over TV, right? They're saying,
Yeah.
oh, we saw that guy on TV.
But
Like,
still,
that must
yeah.
be him.
It's
it
not
might
like
not be
he's
like
some, like-
it might not be like a super busy place though. So it might be maybe it's like a slower type of, you would recognize the guest that you had that day.
Or
It-
he
it might
ordered
not be a
something
super busy
unusual,
restaurant.
or he.
Yeah.
When is
something.
this report made though? Like weeks after?
I don't
Week?
know.
Two?
That-
No, they said a
that's-
couple days.
Wherever.
Okay, a couple,
Go back.
Yeah.
Well, a couple
Actually,
days
we
after
should
the
go
shooting,
back.
or a couple days after the eating?
After the
Let's
shooting.
go back a little bit.
And
like a
after,
decent
because
amount.
after 33 hours,
See, right there, they decided to
when
huddle
they
up
said
with
it was
management.
Tyler Robinson.
Right there.
33 hours.
Yeah. See that it says huddled up with management. That's the server saying, "Hey, we thought we saw this guy." But let's play it again. Here we go.
The servers that were working that night.
And it's three different
And
people that
then
saw him,
after news exploded the following day and people began obsessively sharing, of course, the photo of the suspect, Tyler Robinson, having been captured after 33 hours. Well, one of the servers recognized him as the person that was sitting at the bar the night before. So they decided to huddle up with management and said, no, that person, Tyler Robinson, he was here. He was eating a steak. He was eating mashed potatoes. Management said, are you sure? Are you positive that Tyler Robinson said, yes, I'm absolutely sure. Well, they don't have any cameras at this restaurant. So what they decided to do was to verify that he was in the building, not by, of course, consulting outdoor video footage, which they didn't have access to, but rather just looking through credit card charges. Because Tyler Robinson, despite telling his roommate how he wanted to get away with this, remember the messages and like, oh, here's what happened. I don't want anybody to know. Make sure you delete this letter that's under the keyboard, but take a picture of it before you delete it, but read it and then destroy it. He's trying to get away with this crime. Well, he used his credit card. That's how they found it. And so what they did was the right thing. They contacted the feds. Now, that's interesting because I would imagine that after 33 hours, when they sort of gloriously come out and yeehaw, we got him, I would have, and call me crazy, I don't know how this stuff works. I'm not an expert, right? We're not experts, but
Yeah,
I
we
would
know
imagine
sarcasm,
the first thing
Candace.
that they would do is that they would probably just try to figure out where he'd been. And maybe one way they would do that would be going through his credit card charges. I would imagine the federal government had that capability, but they didn't do that. Instead, they were contacted days later by this restaurant. The server filed a report responsibly and said, yeah, he was here. We have the literal receipt, And they explained that Tyler
That's the part that tripped me up. The
was
server
not very
filed the report?
talkative.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's because there's like, I don't know. That doesn't add up because that wouldn't be the server.
I get what you're saying.
The manager would probably call the police. Yeah.
Maybe it's the server's like, I physically saw him here, so I'm a witness in that regard. And maybe the congruent proof that he was here is the credit card stuff that the manager got. I don't know.
But
Maybe
they
that's the
would be
case.
fired from that. Like, that's illegal. I'm telling you, that's illegal.
Also,
It's
what
very
does it have to?
irresponsible.
What does it matter that he ate at this restaurant?
I think
Does
it's
it show
a
his-
timeline thing.
It would show that he wasn't. Yeah, it's a timeline. Like, it wouldn't make sense that he was a shooter. Is the point.
That may be part of
Oh,
it.
I
It
thought-
would just be added evidence. I
Mhm.
don't know.
Or yeah, circumstantial. I guess maybe.
And
Possibly.
also, one of her points was also like, well, how come wouldn't the FBI go over his fucking credit card, history? Like, if he's like a number one
that's
suspect.
a good point.
That's what
That's a good
she
point.
was adding
That's
that
fair.
to that. So,
But it's just like, but then I don't know. Just that doesn't. The server cannot file over. Like, what restaurant is this?
well, I'm saying like, what
does that
what if
work?
she
Yeah.
what if she filed a report strictly as just I thought I saw this guy here, right? And then the other
But
thing
she said, "Oh,
is
look,
separate.
we have the credit cards."
I don't know if that's I'll be fair, 'cause I
That's
don't know
what
if that's
she
a
said.
direct quote or if that's
Oh, okay.
we
yeah.
as in my manager has the credit card history or whatever. I don't know. Like, hey, I don't have cameras here, so I can't prove it.
Okay, wouldn't police
prove
want that to be confidential if it's an ongoing case?
I would, yeah. I'd hope so.
So are they in trouble? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, once again, back to Candace's point. It sounds like I'm a Candace Owens fucking lawyer right now, but
no. But like, my assumptions should be tested. So go ahead.
yeah. To Candace's point is that they discarded it as in like, oh, this is not important, so who cares? So thus maybe they were like, you know what? Let's drop some email into Candace Owens, tips thing. Let her go with it. I don't know. I don't know. But I did find it like this was something brand new to me, and I found it interesting, and that's why I'm going over it. I'm like, okay, as like a what if,
I was curious as to like how logistically,
yeah,
how that would work, and I mean, the police department would have to respond, right?
yeah.
She's a big podcast, and she's like, I mean, what department is that?
Actually,
who's the chief?
Actually,
That's what she's saying, that they don't cover, like, that they don't
Yeah.
look into the things she's
Because you're making
bringing
an
up.
accusation.
as like full of shit, I think Candace is about all. I think she's doing like a TV broadcast, like for like a drama TV show, rather than like true hardcore investigative stuff. She is
But people
still
will
giving
start
us
asking
more.
about the department.
I would hope so, but like, she has given us more, like, physically, you can look at it, information and shit than the FBI has by a mile. By a mile.
You know what pisses me off about that though is
But I
she
feel like that's
literally
by
just
design.
goes on Twitter threads and then finds other people's work on Twitter threads and then copies it for herself.
Oh, I'm
Like
aware.
all of this
True.
shit about the 30-06, all of that info was on Twitter way before she was saying it, and then she just comes out like it's her fucking idea.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
certain
gonna go off the
things-
wall. I'm gonna say I do think that she works with Nico House. I have reason to believe.
Really?
He kissed
That's
her
just a side
hand.
point. Yes.
Okay.
Jack Posobiec is another key connection there. You can put the puzzles together yourself, but I do believe that
Okay.
there is a crossover.
I'll say this.
My boy Nico's videotaping his kids and fucking doing political content.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, in
bruh.
Brazil.
Yeah, we were saying that the other day. We're like, should you be doing that, man? Is that a good idea?
Yeah. He still responds to haters on Twitter, so Griffler still be getting the rage.
I'll say
the
this.
rage replies.
Based on some of Candace's quote unquote investigative techniques, I get why people would say. I mean, I think she's sus personally in the way she's doing things. It doesn't have to be, at least in my mind.
I think she's a federal agent, and she's literally here to like muddy the waters and make it even more confusing for us.
Yeah, I think she works for the British or something.
Well, I brought up the idea
This is a Commonwealth
that she might I'm like, maybe she isn't a part of some sort of org or intelligence thing. Maybe she bet on herself, as in, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm gonna become Oprah. Watch this.
You can do both.
She does like a TV style thing. She fucking withholds certain things. The thing you're gonna see later. She apparently had the thing that we're gonna watch the second segment of with Candace. I'm like, yo, you had this. Why were you sitting on that? Pause. What the fuck?
Telling she's someone. I forgot who said it, but she's like replacement for all like Alex Jones or something. Like the like mainstream like gatekeeper. Like she will be allowed to go the way as far as Alex Jones is allowed to go, and he's gonna hang up his hat.
Well, he's just dog shit at this point. He's becoming more and more. He's almost a ghost at this point. That's how transparent Alex Jones is.
She's pretty bad as well.
Oh,
so.
she's pretty bad. I think she's a lot more clever than that guy, or like
she's
Temple.
He puts a tumbler on her fucking desk.
She's just more clever than
You
those
should
guys.
have seen her old logo.
I mean, but
We know.
all right.
The fetus.
Let's let her keep going because this is not the end of this segment. Let's hear more from the Candace saga. Here we go.
He seemed absolutely fine and normal and was texting on his phone. Maybe that's when he was sending more messages to his lover as he was eating a steak. He was sure hungry is what I would say, but calm nonetheless. He didn't have the jitters. He wasn't scared. He was just hungry. Now, what's fascinating to me
It's
is
too
what
bad that
happens
Candace's not here to
after,
bring up
because
the
again,
rock
I'm
listener.
expecting that the feds would go, well, let us get down there. Let us get down to Panguitch. Let us start interviewing everybody. Let's start checking all these cameras around here to see if we've got them. No, that's all they did. They sort of were obliged to call them back and to say, okay, what happened? And then that's it. The trail goes cold. Now, remember, I told you guys
So they did call
that
back.
I spoke with the lawyer.
Shit like that.
This would obviously be Erica's lawyer because she's listed as the victim. And they asserted that at this part in the process, what happens next is that the investigators, separate from Erica, are supposed to be, well, investigating. They're supposed to be going around trying to gather more information to prove their case that this is definitely the shooter and he acted alone. I would expect that they would have gone down to this restaurant. I can tell you guys today, they have not. Nobody is interested in going down to this restaurant and speaking with these employees and speaking with people nearby and seeing what they saw and learning about Tyler Robinson's demeanor.
Is there a police report?
It's not that kind of an investigation, guys. This is...
Because don't they give you a copy when you file a report? I'm just thinking of...
Oh yeah, I mean, like that when he said when she says, oh, they call her back, like, oh, what's the problem? What yada yada yada. Like, how do we fully know whether they are or not? First of all, looking into
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Then there's also, like you just said, a police report. Like, do they
Yeah.
have that? A copy of it?
That would be... Isn't that like something that they can produce? Because you would get some sort of like acknowledgement that you reported something, or I don't know, something. And then, and if you filed a police report and it's part of an ongoing investigation, wouldn't there be like repercussions?
Here's the thing
I
with
don't know.
Candace. She'll say certain things. Now, whether or not she has the information or not, seems to get delayed. And that's that TV show shit I'm talking about. Like, sometimes she might release something, right? But it took weeks for her to like showcase it to someone, right? Or showcase it as evidence. Then there's things where like it just disappears. We don't hear about it again. Like, it's just like, huh.
It's like Al Pacino's fucking tomb or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Next
Oh,
time.
I'm making some English breakfast tea. Shout out to Kate of the Sea.
Well, it's just like you're just sitting there, and the audience is like, "Fuck, I guess I gotta watch the next fucking episode to find out if she's gonna reveal
That's
yada
exactly
yada
what
yada."
Alex does.
Yeah. Well, I think I think she's better at it.
No, I'm
she's
just saying,
she's
like,
made for TV.
She's hot
so's
too,
Alex.
so everyone just wants to fucking Google it, a Candace.
Oh my god. Yeah, she is hot. She does look. She
Anorexic
looks
manga.
great. She looks fantastic. So I'm not even hating on her
It's
for her appearance. Whatever, girl, you're slaying it. We know.
It's
Great.
Candace
I'm
and
Smith
Final
House
Like,
Standings.
let's get over. Let's get over her beautiful face and onto her evil fucking heart.
Well,
in my opinion.
once again, this next segment, like after this one, is something I was asking for, like when she first brought it up. Like, yo, show us that shit, right? But that was months ago. That was probably in September when she first showed that. And now in January, we're about to see, like, here's at least a screenshot of the footage she had.
Wait, showed what?
I guess she lost her case or lost a part, like lost
What?
something about the
Yeah.
Brigitte Macron case too.
I said
Oh
showed
my
what?
god.
Something she brought up in September, which is a behind Charlie Kirk camera. Remember that shit? She brought it up. That was like in September. That was pretty early on, I believe, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna show us a screenshot.
Yeah, she never showed anything about it.
No, not until today, and that's what the second segment is
Screenshot
Oh
of what?
fuck!
from behind Charlie Kirk
Oh,
to showcase guaranteed there is no exit wound thing.
Oh god, I don't want to see that.
let me see.
There's Nothing. It's like you see like little drops of blood
Ugh.
on Charlie's
Yeah, I've
hand.
seen it. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's
going
not
to come with a
gruesome.
disclaimer.
No, I don't
It's
want
not
to see any of
really-
it. I'm just good.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. But,
Yeah, and it's like, I'm not really interested. In it. But that's
I
just
thought
me.
it was
That's only
important
thing.
investigative wise, for the sake
Fair
of
enough, but
like, how did that gun do this? Like that makes sense.
I didn't.
and where is she getting her footage from?
From tpusa.
Wow,
Oh, someone
but
shared it with her.
that's nice.
but early on, this is from like early on in this whole thing going off. She got one of these guys like, "Hey, listen, we'll show you like one of the cameras for some reason," and then she, I guess, screen recorded it or something, and now she has it. But let's let her finish this
Go ahead.
segment off. Here we go.
Case closed. Giddy up. That's what he was. He went down and he had himself a steak after he had some Dairy Queen. Now, 3 hours is a long ride. I get it. He's probably hungry. And I get that he used his credit card because, I don't know, I guess he's Gen Z. He's never heard of like DVDs and stuff. They've always had the technological capabilities. He doesn't even know what cash is. He didn't even think about just going
Shut
to
up,
ATM
you
and getting
dumb
cash
fucking
out to pull off
joke.
this crime. He thought through everything else, how to scale the rooftops, how to make this happen, where exactly Charlie was going to sit.
There's
But
kind of a
everything
point to
else
that,
kind of
though.
falls apart afterwards.
If that's
All
true.
he could think about was getting food, and he decided the best way to try to get away with murder was to use his credit card. Now, parking aside the fact that he's a 4.0 student with a
I say that
perfect
because of the
ACT score,
generational, like, oh, fucking
he could-
millennials.
that thought
Oh,
just never
Gen
crossed his
X.
mind. It's just,
They're
yeah,
so
take
dumb.
cash out.
Blah, blah,
So
blah.
here is what
I think she's mocking that idea as an excuse. Like, oh, he's just a Zoomer. He's a
Right.
Gen Z. That's why he's so dumb and just used a credit card to give away his location, after he committed a murder. And then he sat down
But
and
he's
casually
4.0
ate a fucking meal.
GPA,
Yeah, but
but that makes sense.
there's a difference between street smarts and book smarts. I think that's a real phenomenon to some degree.
Well, there's been
but-
books written about, hey, don't use your credit card in crimes.
It's books and a million TV shows, right? any crime
Right.
show will let you know you leave traces behind. When the cop figures the crime out at the end of the episode, right? But yeah, but that I think
Yeah,
if that's true.
So if you're book smart or street smart, you know not to do that. It's actually, it's at this point just common sense, period.
Yeah. Now,
But if you're Gen X, you're just a fucking idiot.
I mean, millennials are the best. That's true. Anyways, but if this whole receipt and him sitting at this restaurant, if that's all real, then yes, it does beg the question: why didn't the cops look into it? Why would he be so dumb to leave a digital trail behind him? Right? In multiple cases too, by the way. Well, actually, the note, there was no digital trace for that, right?
Wait,
Yeah, the
wait.
confession
I
note to
missed
his
it.
boyfriend.
I
What?
missed it. What did he buy with the credit card? The Dairy Queen? Are we
No,
still talking about
no.
Dairy Queen?
This is after the Dairy Queen. According to Candace, he allegedly went to some restaurant, which was 3 hours away from that Dairy Queen, I believe. And he sat down, had a steak and mashed potatoes. And then one of this, I think 3 servers, according to Candace, claimed they saw him there, told management, they found a receipt, and then they reported it to the cops. Allegedly. But I can't say I know any of that's true or not. All I know is that's her story. That's what she's saying. She's saying it doesn't make sense.
To me, that all sounds like bullshit.
I can't say I know. The point is, I'm not going to get here's the thing that the actual problem with Candace is when fans get mentally wrapped up in it without thinking about other things. If they care so much about this case, there's plenty of things to be thinking about, right? But they get wrapped up in just Candace's narrative, and that can be a hindrance. It could be for just regular thinking patterns. And then there are people that are just internet sleuthing, and that's why they like Candace's show so much, and they try to report things to her and all that stuff. I understand. I get it. But yeah, just don't turn your brain off just because you feel like Candace is fighting the good fight, Either way,
We're opposite. Sometimes
let
I
me
hear
ask
her and I'm
this.
just like, shut the fuck up.
Let me ask this. him eating at the steak and mashed potatoes being 3 hours away, is it just more timeline information, or is there anything that we deduce from that?
Where we're at in the video, so far it's more so like, how come the cops didn't go look for his credit card records, right? And then she's also implying that the cops had disinterested in this guy being basically tagged here digitally at this location at this time. Like, how does that work with your whole timeline as far as the FBI is concerned? How does that work with the FBI timeline in regards to that? Candace hasn't gone into that yet. It's just more like bits of information. But I still find that interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's worthy and interesting
Yeah,
if it's true, right? Like,
Yeah,
why did
from
you
what you're saying about it, it just seems like it's more timeline information, and what you're saying also, she just hadn't gotten to how that makes
Well, the local police,
any importance.
the local police of that area would have to say something, or maybe the local paper will pick up the story and be like, this is weird, and a reporter can ask a question.
Yeah.
Because that would be the only way to really get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because she said that they reported it. They sent a report and said, we have the receipt.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess they haven't done a drop yet. Or maybe it was over the weekend. I don't remember. It was a Wednesday. It was Wednesday that day, so I don't know when drops are. I don't know how that works exactly in that restaurant, but sometimes over the weekend, the Dunbar guy won't come in, until Monday.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, anyway.
But like, say the FBI was investigating, they can literally just get all your bank transactions printed out on a fucking sheet. They don't need to go from store to store.
No. I get
So,
that,
like,
but I'm saying
No, they can do that for
just
cameras.
for the story. But like, just for the story.
No, but
that
they
we're
can do
getting,
that for your
if we're judging the
transactions
story.
too.
Yeah, but if we're just talking about the story that she's presenting, like if we are entertaining her perspective, like genuinely, it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that she's saying that this adds to the story, and why wouldn't they go get the receipt from these people? They would like, if they're seriously investigating, they'd literally have every credit card and every debit transaction this guy ever made for the last fucking 10 years, and they'd be looking at everything.
That was kind of part of
And
her point.
they wouldn't be telling the public about it. They'd just be investigating it behind the scenes.
Because it wouldn't
Exactly.
It wouldn't necessarily matter that he drove 3 hours away, unless it does matter for some reason.
Okay, so
then
they
telling
would
the
have to
public
respond.
would hinder your investigation. So like, Candace is
They would
kind
be
of
getting
just
in trouble. Yeah,
Well, that's what she's
because it's an ongoing
implying.
investigation.
She's implying that they don't even care about it. But like Prop just said, like maybe they're doing it behind closed doors and not telling anyone about it. That they looked through his credit card history and where was he and all that stuff. Maybe they looked at the surveillance of other businesses that had cameras, right, or CCTVs or whatever the fuck, right? Maybe they went to them.
Okay,
I don't know.
why doesn't
and
she do
his cell
something
phone. If he had a
practical? Why
cell
doesn't she
phone, they'd literally be able to see everywhere that cell phone went.
So why
A
doesn't she
GPS
hit
map
up?
of it all.
Why doesn't she hit up like the local newspaper or whatever in that city and like try to like get to the bottom of it by talking to the reporters who actually have maybe access to those people, saying like, just okay, so like, why aren't you guys? Did you guys report this to the FBI? Because if they only gave it to the cops, let's just entertain the story of the servers. Like, what's going on?
I
Like,
mean,
get the fucking.
She's running a
Hold
show.
on.
She's not trying to solve it.
I mean, there's a
Think
lot of
about-
things in her shows
Hold
that
on.
It's not
should not be
investigation.
carried on from episode to episode. They should be like, I'm gonna try to dump this as much as I can into one episode, right? But
Hold on. Okay.
good.
So think about it from an FBI that's legitimate's perspective. If they're following this guy's timeline if they're following this guy's timeline from after he shot Charlie Kirk to the 36 hours when they got him in custody.
Yeah.
Is there anything of importance to this going to this diner or this restaurant and getting this steak mash? Is there any relevance besides this is part of the timeline of following his location? Is there any significance to
It'd
it
be
beyond that?
multiple timelines. It'd be like, what was he doing 7 days ago? All of that would be considered important for
Hold
a
on,
legit
how about,
investigator.
True, but I'm saying
which card
enough to be
was
a
he using?
story.
What card?
Enough to be a story to where it would matter to tell us.
Was
That's
it?
what
This
I'm
was the
saying.
day before, wasn't it?
No, it's same
No,
day.
the same day of. Yeah.
Yeah, so it kind of
after he
puts him
shot
in
It was
the
a
same
Wednesday.
location.
Mhm.
Well, it's like no. I think the timelines would work for him being able to be there after killing Charlie Kirk, whatever 3 hours earlier or whatever the fuck it was, right? But
Right.
once
There's
again, what?
36 hours of
Yeah,
he shot Charlie Kirk to he was in custody of police.
yeah. I think it was 33 hours, but
I thought they
yeah,
said 36, but okay, 33.
but Candace is also bringing up the idea that fuck, like, which I think is also legit to point out. Like, why would he be casually eating a steak at a fucking bar by himself, steak and mashed potatoes, and then that's
An
the
alibi.
weird thing as an alibi? But like, I mean, maybe.
But he's fucked. He's fucked already because didn't he use the
Or
credit card
last
of Dairy
meal.
Queen too? Didn't he use the credit card of Dairy Queen as well?
Well, he's on camera there, so I don't know if they. I didn't hear anything about credit cards, but he was definitely on. The idea is that he's on camera there at the Dairy Queen. But it's like you'd think you'd want to like cover your track, like once again, like you just said, he got caught at Dairy Queen allegedly. So why wouldn't he like make himself like a ghost and then randomly pop up at a bar eating a fucking steak and mashed potatoes, right? As like an alibi, right? But why would you place yourself closer to the scene of the crime at the Dairy Queen too? Is he unaware that Dairy Queen would have cameras or something like that? Or if he used his credit card, is he like right? So it is worthy of a question. But
No, I'm just trying to figure out what is the question.
well, once again, I'm just going with. For me, it's like I don't.
She's
fucking know.
trying to
Both
just
camps
poke
the same.
holes in the narrative, no, and like say that like they don't. Yeah, like you said, like they don't care. They're not even trying to get this person's information or whatever.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I mean,
but here, hold on, real quick. Here's what adds to her point is the next segment part where it's like, how come Candace got that first before the fucking FBI did? How'd that happen?
well, the FBI wouldn't tell the public that kind of thing unless there was something interesting about it.
Oh, come on.
If they were
The
legit.
dude,
We're
well, damn.
operating under a legit FBI. This
Yeah.
one, they're gonna hide everything anyway.
But it's like that. There's no way they'd be like, "Hey, tpusa, do not share this footage with anyone, otherwise you're in big fucking trouble." Right? There's like laws they can do in regards to that, of just sharing evidence with the public, and you're not the fucking police or the government, right? Isn't there laws against that? So if they didn't talk to this tpusa guy, one of the camera dudes, the guy's taking the
There's
SD cards
gag
out.
orders. Yeah, there's gag orders on this case.
Yeah, but like, so he was like, you know what? Let me show Candace Owens without talking. I have to assume he didn't talk to the police first. I have to just assume he just had the footage. They were waiting to give it to police, but you know what, Candace? Here, take this footage. Right? Which means she had it before they did, most likely. Because if they saw it first, they'd be like, yo, don't share this with anyone. Wouldn't they? Whether they're legit or full of shit FBI, they'd be like, don't show this to anyone because you could fuck up the evidence. You could fuck up the court case. So keep this quiet.
Hey, buddy, did you show the video yet? Or the screenshot?
No,
Can I see it?
we're not there yet.
Come on, bro. Let's get there.
Hold your horses.
Anyway,
Daddy,
I
play this. Daddy, take me up. Put me on your shoulders, daddy. Go ahead, Sebs.
Let's go.
I don't know what you guys do in your private time, but what I was going to say was, the whole thing just doesn't make any sense to me because if it's an ongoing investigation and they did turn something in and the FBI is not going to say anything about it, and then what is that the police department doing? It's not like Candace Owens can't put them on blast, right? I mean, I'm sure I can find it quickly if I Google them right now and see if their local paper has said anything, but it's just...
Well, she wants you to come over here to see it. Like, here's the frustration. Come watch it next time on Candace, right? Versus like her putting a quote in a newspaper or something like that, or whatever, right? And so it's like, no, you're gonna go watch them. No, come over to Candace. Come watch Candace, please. I think that's
and so far from the defense, the only thing I've seen is that thing I linked to you, which was basically saying we're gonna try and get this attorney's office off this case. This
The conflict.
district attorney's office.
Yeah, conflict of interest with the daughter, right?
So they
That was
haven't
up to them.
even. Yeah. So
I
they
just
haven't
don't
even
get it.
begun. They haven't begun to challenge any of the evidence.
Yeah.
Like, meanwhile, his wife is like handing out T-shirts at tpusa, like with machine gun. What are they called? The T-shirt
I mean,
thruster. I don't know what they're called. Shooters.
what?
Yeah, she had
What are
like
you saying?
T-shirt shooters. The things that shoot out T-shirts.
Oh, T-shirt gun.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
T-shirt gun.
Yeah, there you go.
The white freedom T-shirts that Charlie was wearing when he died, right?
Yeah.
She's shooting out T-shirt guns of that. Okay,
I'm just like, and then coming out to fireworks. It's like,
dude,
what's
the fucking
happening?
thing, when they did the America Fest thing, and they had the actual stage that Charlie died under. They had
Yeah,
it
that was
set up
morbid.
for pictures. Like, what are we doing, guys? What the fuck is that? But we know what it is. They're trying to push for a Republican win in the midterms. It's like all the fucking
they
bullshit
say.
artists have been saying. They've all been saying that shit.
Did each T-shirt get a little bit of Charlie Kirk's blood on it?
Okay.
Oh, stop.
Sandy got merch.
Crazy.
She got merch.
And I heard they made a shit ton of money selling a bunch of stuff. And they really cleaned up after this guy dying. When it looked like their business was not fully floundering, but like as far as influence amongst young people was losing its steam, if you will.
Yeah,
What
but the
one-
money's fine because they're funded by the government as well.
Yeah,
Like, they're
yeah.
so that's why they're able to have those like massive, that Arizona thing, that shindig.
Yeah. The fucking
Or-
NFL stadium.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
his funeral celebration made them
Yeah.
$75 million in a day, $80 million or
As I
something in a
said, the
day.
shindig, the hoedown.
Well, let's continue.
That was astronomical. And then you have like Donald Trump coming out as the last person to. I'm just like, where are his parents? Where's his sister?
They
I
were
don't know.
not.
It
They were not
felt
there.
so impersonal. I don't know. Ugh.
Yeah, his family didn't want it. Then.
There's alleged like Palantir scannings happening too of phones and shit like that at the event. Like, well, you're on the list, aren't
Yeah.
you? But
I just cried.
all right,
Anyway.
let's hear out the rest of the segment from Candace. Here we go.
What our now updated timeline looks like from that day. It's been a while since we have revisited that. And I think that we also need to revisit, which we are, the Dairy Queen stop, because it had to have occurred earlier than we had initially documented. It definitely happened, but I think the time frame of the stop is wrong, because if we need 3 hours to get from Orem down to Panguitch, and I have confirmed that that happened, again, there was a literal receipt and the FBI knows about it, and has that in their possession, then it's got to be
Who
early,
gave it to them?
right?
The
It's got to be
local
slightly
cops.
earlier that he went.
All right, because I have to reset real fast. I can hate my internet. All right, here we go. Run down
To
the
Dairy
timeline.
Queen, which would track for me, because if we know that he was throwing clothes out in the Dairy Queen, that's probably going to be a little bit closer to the shooting.
Just a quick
And he's not
question.
going to
What is the
hang
city
around.
that she called? The restaurant that he went to? What city was that?
It's on the screen.
Fuck, I don't know.
Panguitch, Utah.
Oh yeah.
At the 8:45 point, Panguitch, Utah. He's eating while
Panguitch?
texting.
Orem is the Dairy Queen, and the Panguitch, Utah is the restaurant.
Panguitch.
Panguitch.
Yeah,
Utah.
Panguitch.
My lord. Okay. Whew. All right.
Lived a day.
Where's
You got a
that
Penguin
from Orem?
I think it's 3 hours.
No, I'm curious about their police department
I
and
thought
their
she was
local
looking at
paper. No, I'm actually. I'll fact check her real quick. I just want to see. I just want to because it would be this town where they would have reported the. They would have reported the incident, right? That they saw this kid.
The servers
Yeah,
would
well-
have told the right around there, I guess. the servers and the manager would
Wait,
have told the cops.
what
Okay, so
town is the school in?
okay, so it's a county. It's the Garfield County Sheriff in Panguitch, Utah. So the county is
Yes.
Garfield, so that's the I guess that's the area,
County.
the precinct, yeah, or the sheriff. Yeah, the sheriff is the law of the town. If you go by
Oh, you're right.
Mutatis.
I'm so fucking dumb. I was
Sheriffs are
looking at this, like,
sheriffs are
FBI.
county.
This is like local.
Sheriffs
Utah.
are county.
What?
This is a Utah
Sheriff
case.
covers
I keep
county.
forgetting that. It's not a federal case. This is a Utah case. So, like, I just mentally, like, remembered. But go ahead. Good. Sorry, guys.
No, I'm trying to figure out, like, so they reported the crime to the Garfield County Sheriff, right? So is there like a local paper?
county.
Okay, all right. So Garrett or Garfield
No, I think they reported
County.
to the Fed. I think she said the feds.
No,
right?
because how is that possible? You would go to your county, your police. Like, who has? I don't have the FBI's number. Who do I call?
you can get the FBI's number. It's not hard.
You can make reports.
Okay,
and
but
shit,
usually-
and they were on this case.
But to make
fair.
reports, like
Of this nature, you would go to your local PD. Yes, the FBI would tell you go to your local PD.
Exactly, because they have to go through proper channels, correct? Like, you can't just jump to the FBI. You go through your.
You can.
They
No,
talk.
you can, but but they
Depends on
would
who
tell you.
Are. If you're, it depends.
No,
on who you
the depending on the nature of the crime of the report, but they would tell you go to your local PD, which would. I mean, it could be county. It could be a like a city PD, like if they live in.
Yeah, well, Panguitch is in Garfield County, Utah.
Yeah, so they went to Garfield County PD or Sheriff's Department.
Yes, so that's the Garfield. Yeah, so that's what
Can
I
you
was
go to
looking
state?
at.
So there wouldn't in this type of case too. Like there's if you for something like that, there's just going to be a report taken. So that's not something you're going to be able to look up.
True.
You can FOIA it, but
no, just curious. I mean, I can't go to their.
If I mean, I haven't looked, but for this case, I imagine that it's sealed. But in every county, in America and federal, you can look up court cases. So, I mean, what's it with Garfield County?
But wouldn't they send them to a statey? Let's say they called the FBI or whatever the fuck. Wouldn't the FBI point them towards the state because this guy crossed multiple counties between killing Charlie Kirk and then his escape, right, and then his arrest?
Wait, why? What's all right? So would they point? What's the report and what and point them to state for what? For crossing counties, that would be federal. Or for crossing state lines, that would be federal.
No, county lines.
Cross state lines.
County lines.
Oh, crossing county lines isn't a crime. That doesn't matter.
Wait, is
Okay,
Panguitch
but
in
wouldn't the
Utah, or is
staties have
that-
more
okay,
of
it
a?
is.
I don't know.
No.
Yes.
The state police are highways.
They don't have like
Interstate.
Yes.
okay, so they don't have like state detectives, state investigators.
State police, yes.
Well,
State
there
police.
is state police, so I don't know
So
how that applies.
In Utah, like for in Illinois, for example, there's like I think 13 different troops or something of state police, and that's different sections of the state that are, like different counties that are sectioned off to specific troop for that for that troop of Illinois State Police. So Utah, I imagine, has something similar, and I imagine that whatever jurisdiction that they're in was like, hey, go to your county PD, whoever they went to. It sounds like they didn't go to the FBI because FBI would definitely take this information. So
I think Candace said I think she said they went to the feds. I think that's what she said. Almost like in almost like a sneering way, like yo, the feds aren't doing nothing about this. Fuck these guys. I think she's like kind of saying that, but yeah, good.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not seeing anything. Nothing's turning up for Panguitch or for Garfield County, and even like the local news hasn't covered it. Nothing.
She said it like they dismissed them.
I don't know. I have no idea.
What is the city and county of the school that Charlie Kirk was murdered in?
That's different.
UVU is the school.
What is it though?
No, I mean,
right?
So do you think they went to that?
county.
Do you think they went to that county?
Yeah, that would be where the case is. 100%.
But if he was spotted in Panguitch, wouldn't she have to deal
No,
with
that's a warrant. The warrant is served in
Oh.
that county. So the
but
warrant
who would
is
but who would they go to? Like, this is a small town in like the middle of fucking nowhere,
I don't
Utah.
think there was a
You think they're
warrant,
gonna
by the way.
go to the other county?
the
I
other
don't know.
county.
I actually don't know where.
What's your
Cambridge
question?
is.
I'm confused.
Wouldn't they go to their local police?
Yes, and that would be probably county PD, depending on the size of the
That's
town.
what I'm saying. So they wouldn't
Yes.
have gone to Orem or wherever.
No, I'm
This
saying.
was.
Like, I actually think I actually believe this that might actually go to the feds, like try to go to them, and sure, maybe the feds would say like, yeah, go call your local person or whatever the fuck. But I think their first
Or they
stop would be
didn't.
the feds because I think whoever, if this is all real, right? They definitely contacted Candace Owens somehow and gave her all that information, for sure, right? Which means they're probably watching Candace's shit. Which means
Okay, I got you.
the FBI is the
Let me
main
answer this.
police guys to go to. Like they're the either fuck these guys as investigators or they're like it's like their case, right? Candace is saying that and implying that, right? Bless you.
I guess. Thank you.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
What?
This is a lot right here. I got you. UVU's campus is located between 2 cities and 2 counties. It's Park City and Heber City,
I heard a part.
and it is Summit
Excuse me.
and Wasatch counties. Summit and Wasatch are the counties.
What was it? What you Park County, right? Or Park?
Park
Park
City and Heber, Heber City.
I've heard Park
So,
City
like,
mentioned
Yes,
several
it's
times.
crossing borders.
Okay,
Yeah, it's crossing borders.
but I think the main site is Park City because I've heard that. Like I think I've heard that several times.
Okay.
So I think that is the technical location of
So,
UVU. Or
like
that
the
place,
big
at least.
filing is going to be in the Park City and Heber City or and then Summit County and Wasatch County. That's going to be your whichever one it is,
Yeah.
where the school was.
Okay.
So if the compiling of stuff is going to be those counties, but when like a lead happens in another county, the other county is going to help them, and if they happen to have gotten the arrest, they would have handed it over to the county where the crime happened at. That's
Okay, well, Google says that it's being tried in Utah County. So
which is Utah County.
So
Is that
Utah County is gonna say, "Hey,
is that just Salt Lake? Is that just Salt Lake?
There's a county
No.
called Utah in the state of Utah.
apparently, the Utah County Jail."
Is that where his
Oh.
the turn
What?
the turn-in happened at? Maybe where he turned himself in at?
Well,
Is
I'm
that
also
the
seeing
county he
something
lived
about
in?
Utah County now as well. I'm
So
also seeing something about Utah
Shut up,
County.
Jesse.
Utah County is gonna have the case, and then they're gonna sign warrants off to all these other counties, and then the sheriff's department in those counties is gonna go serve those warrants because they work for the county. So they're not gonna send the state police, not gonna send the feds unless it's like a raid. Then
Right.
it's gonna be
And they just work together. They work
and
together.
then they all go back to Utah County. Everything reports back to Utah County.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
Either way, just once again, just to further add this, Candace implied that they called the feds and the feds were uninterested. That they were like, oh, whatever, yeah, okay, fine, make your complaint, whatever. So I just want to part of this little narrative here, but let's let her finish going over the timeline. Here we go.
So here's what we have. We have that press conference that happens at 5:30. At 5:59, Kash Patel tweets that the subject, erroneously tweets that the subject in custody has been released because, they had erroneously tweeted that they had him before that. And he says, our investigation continues. After 6 o'clock p.m. is when we are gauging the first correspondence to have taken place between Tyler and Lance based on the conversation that they were having. 6:38 is when we initially had when that photo was taken. That photo was captured at the Dairy Queen, and I will update that for you guys. I am going back and trying to be more precise, wondering if that needs to be adjusted by an hour. Maybe it was actually 5:38 p.m. and time zones were wrong. I'll follow up with you guys there.
Can you
and
pause
now we
again?
can add.
So at 5:59, Cash Patel says, "Oops, we fucked up. We're still looking for the guy." 6:38, they put out a public photo, an alleged photo of a suspect at Dairy Queen in Orem.
I don't think they
So
put that out.
They
Was that the feds that put that out?
what's
Or was that the
look
internet?
look at what it says right here. It's 6:38. An alleged photo of Robinson buying food at Dairy Queen off campus in Orem. Who's putting the photo out then?
I don't know. Maybe it was the feds. No, you might be right. That might have been a police thing.
Within 40 minutes, oh, we fucked up. No, nope, we got it now. In 40 minutes.
Well, they arrested a couple
39
people.
minutes.
There was a guy with the fucking like a pellet gun or something like that, or an air gun. Right? There was the George, I forgot his name, the guy with his pants down, screaming, "I did it, it's me!" whatever,
Well, I mean,
whatever the fuck he was yelling. Right?
It was like 2:30 in the day when Charlie got
I
shot,
was
right?
told that guy was Antifa.
Oh, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie was shot at like 2:30, right? In the afternoon?
No. Yeah, like 3 o'clock.
I don't know.
3:30 or 3:15.
Eastern or their time in Utah?
Mm-hmm.
Eastern?
Well, I'm
As
guessing
if we're
with
still
their time
talking
with
about
this
this
timeline.
motherfucker. This shit is crazy.
It is crazy.
Yep.
It just sucked the air out of Palestine. Was like head of the fucking news page or whatever, frontline paper fucking shit, and then all of a sudden Charlie died. That's all you hear about.
This didn't stop that. I think what stopped that is the big beautiful peace deal, and people got real quiet about Gaza.
That too, yeah.
I think that's the
Yeah, the
main story
ceasefire.
that
We
did
need a
that.
ceasefire. But then fucking this. Then Charlie happened.
Yeah, and then this got leaped over by other events, right? Venezuela's sitting above this story, except for all those hot moms across the United States.
You wait, Char's coming back.
I think Candace addressed the Venezuela thing like twice on her show. I only found it because I went through her transcript and I put Venezuela, and it was a Q&A at the end where and this is her episode before this, and somebody asked about it, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I mean it's crazy, like these Zionists,
yeah. I saw her
conspiring or whatever." Yeah, but then she addressed it like in words at the very end for literally 30 seconds, and then moved on to some updating about Brigitte Macron.
Yeah,
like, I don't give a fuck. What?
Oh, where she put the ET thing on the desk or whatever, I think.
Yeah, it was supposed to be her because she lost the case, so she's all like, boo-hoo.
Yeah. I saw her tweet. She's like, "Oh, it was like Syria, Iraq, and definitely poking and
the
nodding
Zionists are
towards
cheering it on.
Israel." Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, they were.
Exactly, they were doing
but
that.
so
for
were
sure,
many people. So were many groups, but she chooses to focus on that.
Yeah.
So annoying. I can't say it.
Either way, let's continue.
Just like Alex Jones.
Here we go.
That for you guys. I am going back and trying to be more precise.
This is not the official
wondering
timeline,
if
by
that
the way.
needs
This
to be
is
adjusted by
Candace's
an hour.
timeline.
Maybe it was actually 5:38 p.m. and time zones were wrong. I'll follow up with you guys there. And now we can add that 8:45 p.m. That's the time approximately that Tyler turned up in Panguitch, Utah. Again, that is 3 hours away from Orem. He has a meal at the bar counter, and then he leaves around 9:30.
What restaurant was it?
Remind you guys that he is fine.
I forgot
He's in a
the
totally
name of it.
fine mood.
She says it in the
and
beginning,
he appears
though.
to be. He
I'll
is
find it.
texting
Okay.
while he is eating, not speaking
Panguitch.
much to the servers.
I have the Panguitch.
So
What's the
that's
restaurant?
When I spoke
town
to
or city
the
or whatever.
people who had
But
reported
she
this,
said the restaurant name and showed
they
it.
suspect,
Okay.
and I think
Alright.
this is a
It's a
good
small town.
suspicion, a good instinct to follow, that he may have gone to his
The
grandma's
population is
house
1,700
afterwards, because
people.
apparently
Hold on,
that's where
man.
his grandmother is from,
Hit
and
pause.
she lives nearby. And
Go back like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But what'd you say, Sebs?
It's a small town. There's 1,700 people as of the 2020 census.
Meaning
For
they,
Panguitch?
but
Panguitch.
that leans towards Candace is saying as far as like people recognizing someone.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I understand what you're, but so it should be really easy to figure this out then, right? Because it's not like you're dealing with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that would definitely be in there.
And also,
Yeah, and the population of the county itself. So Panguitch is like a freaking fifth of the entire county because it's 5,000 people in that county, Garfield County.
oh wow,
There's
okay.
1 million people in Moco.
Yeah, so they
What is
likely
Moco?
would they likely wouldn't even have their own PD. It would just go to
Yeah,
county.
yeah, because that's the Garfield County PD, so it's tiny.
That makes some sense why there's no fucking cameras and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'd expect like
Rural.
a bigger establishment or whatever to.
No, this is
I
tiny.
mean, bro, everybody has a Ring camera. I mean, you'd be surprised in small
Right.
town.
You couldn't
So okay, let me look up,
necessarily count
all
that
the
out.
restaurants.
Fair
Let
enough.
me look
But
up
you
all the
couldn't,
restaurants in
more
Panguitch.
likely.
I'm sure there's like 5.
Yeah,
Panguitch,
you'll see a hipster restaurant, at least one. Like
Panguitch, Utah restaurants. Let's look.
Hipsters are in the middle of.
if
fucking
there's a
city.
McDonald's, if there's a Dollar General, there are cameras.
Yeah.
If there's a bank.
Okay, there's Cowboy Smokehouse, Cafe and Steakhouse, Dessert Grill, and Henry's Hideout.
We just cook steaks 24/7 over here, bro. Everything's fucking steaks.
There's Dirty Dogs. You think he was a Dirty Dogs?
Mm.
restaurant.
It is
Dirty
California
shaboings.
out there. There ain't much shit that can grow out in fucking Utah. Just looking at it.
I'm just saying.
Damn. Beef prices are crazy right now. They're probably not doing too good.
I mean, these places. Panguitch, what's up? I don't know. The rest, Cowboy Smokehouse has a lot of. There's 2.6K reviews. That's a lot. It's a town
That
of
is a lot of
5,000.
reviews. Did people start going there after this? I don't know. That's probably a leap right there, but
I don't know.
If it's
on
that
80
busy,
North
it
Main
makes me
Street.
wonder if motherfuckers would remember a face.
Or maybe he was at Henry's Hideout.
it's the same full
Wait,
reviewing
they
it
have more.
1,000
They
times.
have more reviews than they have people in town.
Panguitch has 1,500 or 1,100 people, 1,700 people,
Maybe
and they
they're
have
like a
2,600
passerby.
reviews at Cowboy Smokehouse.
Are they
That's
about like a
weird,
main
honestly.
road where like people that are driving throughout the
It's
state,
on
like,
North
hey,
Main
let's
Road. Yeah,
stop here and
it's on
get a
North
fucking
Main.
meal, right?
North Main.
Yeah, maybe that's what people traveling around and shit like that.
Yeah, a lot of these. Okay, so a lot of these restaurants are on the same street. North Main. North Main. Okay, Center Street. Ooh, we got Bryce Canyon. North Main. North Main.
It is
There's a strip
fucking
of
one.
restaurants.
It's what they call a one street town.
Yeah.
You can take a drive.
There's a lot of
There's a
those.
stoplight and there's a stop sign. That's what you got.
Well, it's like you're on your way home. You
So-
heard good things about the food. Let me stop here, get a meal, then drive home. Boom. Perfect.
No, something tells me he's at Henry's. Do you think he's at Henry's Drive-In or Henry's Hideout?
How much stars was it read?
Oh my god.
Dessert Grill. I don't know what that.
Even the
Smoke
dessert
for
has
six.
grills for it too. Like what?
Yes. They're
Very
grilling everything,
Dessert
bro.
grill.
They're
It's
grilling
steak with whipped cream on it.
everything at Panguitch.
Enjoy it.
That's probably yeah.
Right, cream.
They got smoked pies and shit.
They do. They got Smoke Stop Pizza. So
Yum.
You're looking at a map. How far away from
Okay.
Salt Lake
I'm
is
just saying.
all this? How far away from Salt Lake is all this?
I don't know.
No clue.
No idea.
Can you zoom out
Fuck does
so
that
you can see
matter, dude?
Salt Lake?
Okay.
Because I'm trying to get
Yeah.
perspective. Is it near the Capitol where this all went down? UVU,
No, this is like,
Panguitch.
dude, it's like close to the freaking Nevada border.
It should be like
I mean,
where's
this is-
his house at? Should be like because that's him. If he goes to those restaurants, the idea is that,
This is-
that's
this is
him
south-
leaving, right?
This is very southeast
Well, for
corner.
you, Venezuela
Southeast corner of Utah,
actually
near
So,
near Nevada,
touching Colorado.
3,000 miles.
touching
You mean
Nevada.
west, southwest.
Or back.
Sorry,
Southwest.
yes, southwest, very southwest.
Where's St. George? That's where he lives. And
Salt
where's-
Lake is all the way up north, Dubster. This is
I
on the
got
other
you, but
side.
where's St. George is where the guy lived.
Yeah, okay, it's near. It's like several towns away from St. George.
It's on the
'Cause
way. Though,
there's
kinda?
that main highway 15, and so you can go.
So he
I mean,
so he got
several
off.
hours.
Did he get off? Pause. Like he took an exit to go to that fucking restaurant.
To go where?
To go to that restaurant in between.
Wait,
like,
where was he? Where was he technically?
Okay.
He was where?
It's at UVU. Then we have him at Orem. Then he went to this fucking restaurant, according to Candace. Is that like
In Panguitch.
in Panguitch?
You could hit. Okay, see, Panguitch. You could get to Panguitch on 15.
No. But
There's
I'm
a
saying
15-car
like
highway.
did he have to go out of his way to go to Panguitch, or did he?
I think you can take. I think he was following the highway.
And he's like, you know what? Let's get some steak here.
15. Because it's right there. I
Oui.
mean, you just get off. You get off 15 and get on 89, and you're in Panguitch. From the map that I'm looking at.
Okay, like if he's on the
And 70
highway.
Okay, no, you get right off 70. You can get right off 70 and get onto Panguitch on 89, or you can keep going through 15, and then 15 will take you to Orem.
No. Okay, fair enough. But I'm saying
Yeah.
like in the whole storyline, including Candace's idea of things, he's on his way home, right, to his house. So it's like, did he go out of his way to go to this Panguitch place to go eat a steak? Like, did he have to like get off the highway at an exit, or is that a restaurant like right in between him going actually home? That's the question I'm like
From the
going with.
UVU.
Yeah. Well, just like
Mm.
how did he go through Panguitch, right? Was it like, okay, this is a shortcut to go home for him? Because he went to his parents' house, right? After all this?
Where was that at?
I don't know.
I think he went to his parents' house, and then that's when they said, hey, turn yourself in.
Where's his parents' house
I
at?
don't fucking know.
Okay, so if he's at.
But I'm saying, if there's no way outside of Panguitch, right? If you go into Panguitch, and the only option is to go back on the highway again that you just came off of, that means he stopped on purpose to get off, right? He took a fucking exit, right?
And then just
Yeah,
U-turn?
well, no,
Go
but
right
listen,
back on to go
it's
back?
it's on 15. It's all on 15. Orem, Provo, all that. It's all on 15. It's actually a straight shot. Because
Okay.
you can take 15 to 70 and then to 89 to get to, what's it called? Fucking Panguitch. It's not
from the school.
complicated. Yeah. It's pretty straightforward, actually.
No, I get that. Like, but
Mhm.
I'm saying, like, what if is Panguitch his target, or is it like going out of the way between
I'm
him
just tired.
taking 89 to home, right? Is he
Where's
like?
home? Where's home?
That's I don't know that one. That's the one
St.
I'm
George.
asking.
St. George's home.
Oh, yeah.
The
St. George is
school?
all the way in the south. Yep. St. George is right
so
there.
UVU is
So Panguitch, okay, St. George is all the way at the end of 15. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's
Where's
so it
Park
goes
City to
Orem,
this?
Provo, and then you can
Where's
go
Park
all the way
City to
down.
all this?
So
You
you took an exit.
I don't know.
You could have took
You can get
15
all the way down.
all the way to
Mhm.
fucking St. George or whatever the fuck, right? You could just taken 15
Sure,
all
but
the way
maybe
there.
he stopped to get a steak at.
That's what I'm
which is on the
saying.
way.
I'm like, yo, did he like
Okay,
take an
okay.
exit, which means like
Hold on,
delayed
hold
his
on.
trip
Yeah,
home?
that's
Hold
what
on,
I'm
add-
agreeing with you. I said yes, that makes sense. That
Hold on.
follows.
Add Park City into this.
Where's
Find
the
Park
furry?
City and like, is it a big circle he's doing, or like
What's Park City?
so that's where the school is. So he lives in St. George. He went to the school. He went to Orem. He went to
Isn't the
Panguitch.
school in Orem?
Is this?
He drove
I
straight
don't know
shot
where
to
Orem-
fucking Dairy Queen. Gets back on
hold on.
15. Straight shots
I
to
don't know
fucking
where.
Panguitch.
I don't know where Orem is to Park City.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know. Either.
I don't know what Park City is.
Park City is the school.
Park City, Utah.
What's it called? University? What is it? Utah University?
UVU, I think would work.
Utah Valley University?
Yeah. That's
Yes.
Okay. That's where.
You're gonna say
That
Heber
is-
City or Park City.
Either way, it's like you just go with the campus.
One moment, please.
You just use the
Yeah.
campus.
Oh no. Okay, that's right above Provo. So I told you, you have Provo, and then you have that other city that we were talking about. What was it?
So does it look
Orem?
like you drove in a big
Orem?
circle?
Yeah. So what you're talking about, Dubster, is right above Provo, right next to Orem. It's in Orem, I think.
Okay, so we got a Dairy Queen basically like in the area ish,
You're not sharing your screen.
and then he
Mhm.
took 15. You said, and then he
Yeah, 15 all the way down to 89, and then you could take 8, or 70, into 89 to get to Panguitch. It's right there. It's real quick. It's a quick jump. Hop and a skip from 15, and then you can get back on, keep going down to 15, all the way down to St. George, where he's from, I guess, according to the map.
Okay.
And
but like
you're telling us it is a big circle.
But he went out of his way to go to the Panguitch thing, according to Candace. He went out of his way to do that. Let me go out of my way to find this restaurant. Did he like drive around like, hey, what's going on here? Oh, there's a steak spot. Let me go there. Or was it like, I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
If this is true, what Candace is saying, that means he like, and he was the shooter, then he like beelined home, was like, you know what? Steak. And then.
Yeah. In Panguitch.
You know
why
what?
not?
No.
Hold on.
More than that. I need to go get Dairy Queen first. Then I want.
But Dairy Queen, there's a Dairy Queen right there.
That was the Orem
I want
one.
a Blizzard before I. I want a Blizzard before I go and get some fucking steak and mashed potatoes.
Why not be like, mom, dad, I'm getting an early night's sleep, okay? I feel sick. I'm taking a nap. You know, let me put like some pillows and a balloon in the bed to make it look like I'm there. Then use your own house as like an alibi. Like, no, my son was here the whole night. What are you talking about? He was right next to me. He was in his room the whole time, right? Why not do that over like, let me go out of my way to get a steak, use a credit card to say like, hey, I was at a restaurant the whole time. You know what I'm saying, bro? I was in fucking, I was in Panguitch the whole time. See, look, I didn't do nothing. Like, why would you use that as an alibi? It's like once again, if that's true, if he actually stopped there, it does make it weird to me. It doesn't make sense in my head. I'm trying to make sense of it.
Yeah, it's a tiny little town. I mean, I guess it's yeah.
Right. We're also not considering his brain. Like, he may have been there before and he just knows the steak place is there.
That's true. Maybe like his family is from St. George, which isn't that far from there, so maybe they've been there before.
Why not find like a hotel there, rent the room out with your credit card?
Okay, but there's hotels there. There's the Color County cabins.
Yeah. What if he's trying to hide his crime? Wouldn't he like buy a room and then be like, then show up in the morning at this place, like early morning at like a house or
like
for
plan
breakfast?
It out.
Yeah.
Have the room first.
Make sure that
before you shoot somebody that's famous.
I thought he turned himself in though.
No. Hold on. Listen. You go to the room, right? You rent the room out. You go out. You make sure you have breakfast in a small town where everyone can see you. Like, hey, I'm just having some steak and eggs. Don't worry about me. I'm trying to drive through Utah and I stopped here for the night. You know what? I'm eating some fucking eggs and steak, right? Then you go do the deed. You come back. Oh man. I mean, I'm gonna get my trip tomorrow morning, but you know what? I'm gonna have some steak right now, or maybe I'm gonna go make my trip later tonight. But you know what? Hey, everyone see me? Hey, me. Hey, I'm Tyler. Hey, everybody. I'm just having some steak and mashed potatoes. No big deal. Like, wouldn't you set that up more if you're gonna use that as an alibi? It wouldn't just be show up for steak and mashed potatoes just one random night and then leave. That wouldn't be a setup then, if that's true.
Right. So counting that out as an alibi attempt.
I don't know what the fuck to make of it until I see some fucking receipts for it from anyone, right? It's just Candace telling us this stuff. So I don't know if there's receipts for it or if it's just whatever. I can't say I know, but until I see that, then I'll be like, okay, if this guy was actually here, we need to make that make sense. Why is he stopping for steak and mashed potatoes after you just murdered someone, right? And Dairy Queen before
dessert before dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Ate dessert before dinner.
That is definitely sacrilegious, and Mom would smack
that
the shit out of you.
That does add to the psycho fucking level of this kid.
Mom would kick your ass for eating fucking ice cream before you have your dinner. So true. And like also that's like kind of almost like gluttonous. You need a whole fucking steak. That's like, I don't know. That's weird. Either way, I'll let Candace finish this little portion here. Just give me 1 second though. I'll hit play. I'll be right back.
There's the Daughters of
Suspect, and I
Utah
think this
Pioneers. I don't know what that is.
Is that a softball team?
No, it's a
Mormon shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds Mormon as fuck.
All right, I'm over this.
Daughters, I mean wife.
Shout the big love, fucking 8 wives. All right, here we go.
Much
I'll be right back,
to the servers. So when I spoke to the people who had reported this, they suspect, and I think this is a good suspicion, a good instinct to follow, that he may have gone to his grandma's house afterwards, because apparently that's where his grandmother is from and she lives nearby. And if you guys recall, Tyler Robinson's grandmother was one of the first people to speak out, and she said, "You have the wrong person." She said, "My grandson does not fire guns. My grandson did not commit this murder."
All right.
And so since I am learning that she is from around here,
You missed it, Jordan.
and that she
I
is
saw this
a
already.
local
There's a
and
lot of this
everyone's
portion.
familiar with her, they know who she is.
He went to grandma's house.
I would imagine that it's
Wait.
possible.
That I didn't hear before. She said that?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess his goal was grandma's
They
house.
suspect, and I think this is a good suspicion, a good instinct to follow, that he may have gone to his grandma's house afterwards, because apparently that's where his grandmother is from and she lives nearby.
This is after
And if you guys
the
recall, Tyler
diner?
Robinson's grandmother was
steak?
one of the first people to
That's-
speak out,
that's
and
what it
she
sounds
said,
like.
"You have the wrong person." She said, "My grandson does not fire guns. My grandson did not commit this murder." And so since I am learning that she is from around,
I remember the grandma saying he's a Trump guy through and through. There's no way he'd be against Charlie Kirk or whatever the fuck. I thought those were her words. I didn't hear her say that he's not a gun person. I don't know where she got that from.
I don't.
Maybe she did say that. I
Don't
don't
know.
know. But all right, here we go.
she said, "You have the wrong person." She said, "My grandson does not fire guns. My grandson did not commit this murder." And so since I am learning that she is from around here and that she is a local and everyone's familiar with her, they know who she is, I would imagine that it's possible that Tyler Robinson could have gone to his grandmother's house for the night. Again, we don't know that as a fact. I am putting it out there because this is an investigation. And by the way, if you are somebody who is around or rather operates a business around the Cowboy Smokehouse, you may have footage that you're not even aware of.
Cowboy smoke.
If
There you go.
you
Yeah.
have
That's the one he went to.
information, maybe the feds
Tip for
pulled
Candace.
her.
Yeah,
I
that's the
don't
one with a
know.
lot of
Please, we are inviting you
lot
to
of
send
reviews.
us an email to moretips@candaceowens.com,
Lot of
but we
steaks,
can now
too.
officially plot that in our timeline, and
Lot
it
of
just
seasoning.
makes the feds story more just unbelievable. Just unbelievable is what I would say. Nothing they are saying makes any sense. We can also add this to the list of stories that we have broken, because one of my favorite things ever is how no matter how many stories we break, no matter how much information we provide, the
Okay.
haters will forever.
So this will be her. I saw this part.
Bernard.
It's her bragging about all the things she broke that no one else did,
Mm.
or the police didn't do. And like that's why people watch her shit. Let's be honest. And she just once again, the next thing she shows us is gonna be like not like after this. Next thing she shows us is gonna be like no one has that except for her apparently, and I guess tpusa, and you know they're not gonna show anything, right? It's like just being fair about it, even though I think she's doing it for possibly the wrong reasons. Whatever. Here we go.
This
say
doesn't help her though.
Doesn't help her.
Her
how
whole thing is
she-
Tyler Robinson didn't do this murder is like her shtick. It's her overall premise. But she just outlined more of a connection of circling back to home from UVU and gave support to it right there.
Well, I think she's saying it doesn't make too much sense. I think it's her idea.
No, I
Like, this will
got you,
not work
but
out.
it does paint a picture of him doing a circle from St. George to the school, to the Dairy Queen, back in the general area of heading back to St. George, which is Panguitch, which also his grandma lives near the Panguitch area, I guess.
Might be around where his actual house is, possibly, right? Might be
Well, that
Russia
makes
when I-
sense
So-
because I'm looking at the census for Panguitch right now, and it's just a bunch of old white people. I mean, there is like a couple drops. I'm just saying. There's a couple dewdrops in there. We got a little
What
Cherokee,
dewdrops?
Uh,
a
actually,
little seasoning, but it's literally all old because there's no young people. I think it says there's like
yeah, let me see if
13% under 18. There's no young people at all. Just old
Okay.
people.
all right.
Yeah. And okay, so when it was founded in 1880, there was 846 people. It's only doubled since
In 100
1880.
something years.
To be,
Interesting.
145 years.
to be honest, I'm gonna skip the Candace going over the things that she broke, and let's be real, her response is because of the pushback. People are like, "Yo, where's the receipts? Where's the evidence? You're just saying things and then moving on." And then that was part of her response, and so is this. And these are the behind Charlie Kirk cameras from tpusa that showcase no exit wound. And for the internet sleuths, this is definitely very important for them.
She has that?
There's not a crazy amount of blood, but if you're a little bit squeamish, I recommend you don't watch. But here we go. You'll see.
Guys, this as well exclusively a still image of the much longer video I have that was shown to me of Charlie from behind. Okay, this is the video, and you can see what we have there. That's Charlie's necklace.
At
That's
the
hanging.
instant
There's
moment.
no blood
She'll show
on
more
Charlie.
frames.
There was absolutely no blood on Charlie.
She will show more.
Not only did the bullet not go through, it didn't even cause any sort of destruction.
What the heck's
And
wrong with his
I
neck?
follow that video until he goes down. There's
Bro, he got
nothing
just
I
fucking
would
shot.
expect to see from a 30-06.
Oh.
And again, I
Exactly
have a
what I
close-up
didn't wanna
of
watch.
this. That's his chain. There's no question that what you are seeing. there is
Holy
his chain.
Hannah, his neck
And the only
looks
blood
all
that I saw was
neckified.
blood in his
Don't
hand,
describe it.
which was spurting forward.
And you
Looks
can
like
see-
AI.
And you can see
Oh,
the
blood on his hand. they're
drops
showing
on his
that.
hand, and obviously,
You know that move? You know that move that Michael Jackson does with the tip of his toes? That's what his neck is doing.
right now. Baylace has a better video.
What?
Baylace?
The list.
has a
The list.
Baylace has the.
What does that
actual
mean?
Oh,
fucking
Villas.
I don't know because he's Russian, bro.
What does that mean?
Of course
Villas.
they got it.
Baylace. It's Villas.
Baylace he's got the video of him getting shot, out the neck. So talk him up.
Привет.
if you wanna see.
From behind. Pause. From behind him,
Привет.
like this.
Yes, from behind.
How does
Okay. How the fuck does he
Vales
have
have it? How does
He's
Russia have
Russian.
it?
He's Russian, man. He hacked that shit.
Ah.
So someone hacked
Russia.
Putin
tpusa
does-
for it, and then he
Putin's
has it.
Putin's ahead of Candace.
This
Well-
pussy bitch Candace, she does not have information like I have information.
It's safe to say that this is not going to be played. That would not be played on my channel. But
Why?
it'll be instant knocked. Not
No,
going to be
YouTube.
allowed. Not going to be allowed.
Oh, damn.
But you can see this that the whole idea is that there's no exit wound, right?
Not necessarily. Just because it's bleeding that side doesn't mean it would bleed from the backside as fast.
Okay.
It's arguable. Sometimes things bleed like that matchingly. Sometimes they don't.
Wouldn't the exit wound
Well,
be bigger than
No,
the entry wound?
the exit would get more blood than the entry.
It'd be a bigger wound, right? His back.
I'm saying, has that ever been suggested that the back of his t-shirt was still clean or wasn't still clean?
Yeah, she's
Well,
claiming there's
yeah,
no
that-
exit wound out
There's
the
no
back.
exit. That's what they're saying. That she's confirming there's no exit with this.
Yeah, this is the
And-
thing that
and
she brought up.
it's not just a still shot, right? Like we're
I
seeing
was
a
just
still
saying,
shot.
would
It's not
TPUSA
the whole
say
video,
that?
right?
No, yeah,
She has the video, but she's
Many
playing
people-
it in frames or showing in screenshots,
Right.
kind of, because YouTube
Oh,
would
the
block
lawyers-
this. YouTube would block this shit for sure. I
Yeah,
think.
many
Yeah,
people
No,
Yeah,
it's fine.
assume.
Like I don't want to see the whole video. I'm just saying that like she's seen it. Like she knows like that it's not just like one picture. It's like the whole thing, right? That she's
I don't think she's just seen it. I think she has it. I think she has it recorded, and that's what she's showing right now. That's what I think is happening.
Didn't Charlie have an adamantium neck?
According to tpusa, I guess.
Oh, was that Colby?
And he saved lives with that neck. Pause.
That's crazy.
I'm not trying to mock it. That's what they fucking said.
And then
It was a crazy statement, like for a doctor. Like,
they fucking said that. Bro.
I know. I watched it with my mom. We were like, "What the fuck? Like, what?"
You remember that? You remember that pause shit he said to Mondani?
The scratch and butthole thing.
Yeah.
That's just crazy too.
Yeah.
But all right.
I don't know.
Here we go. What's up, play?
I follow that video until he goes down. There's nothing that we would expect to see from a 30-06. And again, I have a close-up of this. That's his chain. There's no question that what you are seeing there is his chain. And the only blood that I saw was blood in his hand, which was spurting forward, to be clear.
I don't see no chain.
I see it.
This doesn't make sense.
His chain's right here. You can see
okay, yeah.
It broke off this side and like swung over here.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yo, do you believe the projectile thing? That it was
this doesn't make sense to me.
I think if anything, it was a drone that like tracked him and then like sniped him, or like.
Do you see any credence to the? So it wasn't a shot. That it was something that, and it was a mini explosion.
Like it was on his road mic or whatever.
No, I
can't
say I know.
I'm sure of. The only thing I'm sure of, it was not a 30-06.
I can't
Oh,
say.
by the way, that steakhouse is owned by two families. It's not really like a commercial place. The Perkins and Magoon family.
Yeah, it would be somebody.
Those guys just got rich off that shit.
I know Candace just brought them money. You guys are heroes.
No, they've only got
they
only got 2,600 reviews. They're not rich. They're making it, maybe.
They're about to be rich.
They're about to be, bro.
Yeah, I've heard the ideas of the exploding microphone thing, but the way people explained that, and I heard about that, it made no sense in reality. As in, like, how do you have a full white T-shirt when an explosive goes off?
It'd be one thing if it like shot him in the chest or whatever, but like for the lav mic to shoot him in the neck, that's kind of fucking.
Well, like the shirt was just like clean. Like, wouldn't an explosive like really do damage on the chest and on the shirt and all that stuff, right?
Projectile, yeah, you can't.
Yeah, his shirt would be blown off. It put a hole in his fucking shirt, if anything.
I heard a bunch of different. I heard an idea of cameras, like fake, like dummy cameras that have a fucking projectile in it, and just shot them in the neck. When it looks like they're filming, though, that's looking like.
Okay, but that still would be considered a shot, though. That still would be considered.
Yeah.
They could have like a drone with a 22 fucking on it, with like face recognition shit tracking him, and then fucking. They even have fucking. You know that
Tyler Robinson doing what he did.
You know that movie? With fucking I think it's Morgan Freeman, but the bullets fucking they like curve.
Wanted. Starring James McAvoy
they literally
and
have
Angelina Jolie.
They literally have that technology or whatever that bullets can actually like move in midair via satellite technology.
Yeah, but okay, here's my problem when it starts getting into shit that's so sophisticated like that, where it's like, why? Why Charlie Kirk? Why him? Why would you do all that?
They didn't want his DNA being replicated.
Don't you like, yo, the homies gonna give him up? They gave him up and shit. They sacrificed him and shit.
That don't make sense though. For what reason?
So that we'll be talking about it for the next 85 years.
It's already no one's fucking talking about it except for Candace. Seriously, not that many people are talking about Charlie Kirk right now.
Do you think the same thing happened when JFK died?
I'm sure that was
it was like huge for like a couple weeks.
Not conspiracy wise, because maybe there were some people, but like not enough. It was more of like a national tragedy, right?
Yeah, because it's the president.
Or they didn't have enough like internet, you know, to be like, yo, this looks weird, bro. We got 17 different angles, zoom in, zoom outs. We got fucking receipts of where these guys have eaten fucking steak dinners at. Like, that wasn't, I don't think that was a thing back then.
It was, but like people were questioning it, but it just ended up being like, who really gives a fuck at the end of the day? Like,
I mean,
and like you can only question so much before it's like you're just going insane, just going in circles.
yeah. Well, let's say this, or let's look at this. The people that, if they pulled off this operation for the sake of using Charlie Kirk as a distraction, they don't talk about Charlie Kirk at all. Does Trump talk about Charlie Kirk? Does Netanyahu talk about Charlie Kirk? Who is actually talking about Charlie Kirk?
But the flip
Candace.
side, Jordan, is. But the flip
And
side,
a couple like MAGA
And her
people.
followers, people that are following
What?
her trail, essentially.
Yeah.
like the only crazier question in the one you asked is, if there's no reason to do that, then why the fuck did they bring up that whole 30-06 thing? Where like, why is this clearly
I don't know.
been debunked? Clearly been debunked to like the Stone Age. Like, he clearly wasn't shot with what you said he got shot with.
It's question to the Stone Age. I can't say. I don't know guns enough.
Oh, we
personally.
don't. Yeah, but it just looks like it looks like there's a full on fire going on. It's not smoke. It's way past smoke. Even though
Well,
we can't
then
prove it, like it's right there.
If
We
you
know
think
it's
like
there.
that, you think like it's a botched hit by the government, so they don't want to talk about it because they got caught, so they abandoned it.
So they had the idea of using this as a distraction, but they fucked it up so badly that they get rid of it as a distraction. It was like, but it's such a crazy event with a kind of high profile person that like you do all that just to throw it away like in a trash can.
Yeah, very disturbing event
That'd be a
as well.
lot.
Like to throw in everybody's face.
Oh yeah, I agree with that, but I'm like,
It's
I'm asking
fucking-
like, what's
yeah.
the point? And
Yeah.
in fact, it's made people more so question Israel. It made them more so question the government. It made them more so question his wife. It made them more so question tpusa. It made them more so question all these fucking fools. So like, maybe it backfired. They're like, oh my god, these people are stupid. Let's just kill Charlie Kirk and use it as like a thing, a vehicle to drive towards
Yeah, but it's
our
like-
means. Like,
But it was so transparently like just obvious that his entire like made up legacy had no fucking leg to stand on, that like they can't just keep harping on something that's just so blatantly unreal.
so you're saying like
He was
okay, we're not as
MLK.
welcome?
Yeah.
Yeah, he became okay quick, dude. It doesn't even
You
matter.
know, but like but that's just how
He is
they're
the
saying it. But no
next
one really
MLK.
thinks that. No one actually thinks that. Like regular people don't. They're just like, what?
Well, then,
Motherfucker's
well,
like,
then-
who the fuck is Charlie Kirk?
Exactly.
Oh shit, the guy got shot. Oh shit.
They don't think. Period.
There is a
That too.
subsect of normal people that do
Oh,
like
dumb
I've met people clients that are just like middle class people and they're like Charlie Kirk.
I'm telling you right now, in America, this fool was like scrambling, in my opinion, desperately to like, hey, cool kids, I don't love Israel that much. He's like scrambling, like trying to like just siphon a little bit of.
I
their
think he was
support.
Yeah, he
losing
was
the
whack.
demo, but he was gaining like boomers like that are just coming online and they're like, oh,
Yeah, they
No,
want
this
that.
they
Charlie
They want
already
that. That's
had
not-
those guys.
That's
They
not
already
a
had
strength.
them.
Yeah, that's not a.
Mark
that's a
Levin's
bad
like,
sign.
bitch, I already got these motherfuckers, bro.
It was a bad
They're
sign.
mine. I already got them.
You want the kids to keep fucking coming in. Pause.
Yeah,
want the future.
sell them some like. Charlie had to sell them bullshit. He did it. We watched him do it. We watched him, like, actually, funny enough, like, we did videos leading up to right before he died. And this fool is like, he's selling the narratives. He's doing it.
What are things that he would say? Stuff like this?
Donald Trump is the great white hope. Oh, my God. God bless America. Oh, my God. How dare you.
Nobody
The right
steals
million
Jordan's
man.
quotes.
So, like,
That was
Alright.
AI.
they
That was AI,
already
folks.
had a demographic problem.
Fucking bootlegging.
What'd you say, Aunt?
Well, I'm saying like he already has an uphill battle with demographics based on the right's policies in general.
It's
So
hard
it's
to
like
sell.
and
Hard.
yeah, and then on top of that, it's like and then you're cutting off certain sections of the population. It's like, bro, it's like, come on, man. Why the fuck would Charlie not do what he did, which is become a chameleon with the fucking Israeli topic?
He's just
He
he's
was
just
in the
posturing.
process of.
No, he was posturing for the sake of winning people over.
Yeah.
Young people are having questions, quote unquote. And if Charlie held his stance of like kind of like walking the line, but not too much, he was on the establishment, the White House and Israeli White House side. He was there, right? But he's like kind of throwing narratives towards that line. But if he held out on that and stayed with it, then Trump announces this fucking little peace deal thing. Guess what? It would have been over. They'd be done talking about it. That would have worked. You'd be like, oh, okay, I don't have to fight so hard for this because, boom,
He literally said, "I'm done
over.
talking about Epstein." He literally said, "I'm done talking about Epstein."
Yeah, I'm gonna let my
I believe
friends
the
in the
government.
DOJ.
Yeah.
My friends
That
in
was
the government.
openly after he got the phone call, but the Israeli stuff, which was the biggest issue for people, he was already like, if he just held on for this quote unquote peace deal thing, he'd be fine. These kids would stop asking about it. They'd be done. They'd move on.
Well, Candace's narrative is stupid. It's like, oh, look, they wanted him dead. He was changing up. Like, come on, bro.
Dude, it's like Charlie's death offered nothing in regards to the distraction. I don't see it. Distracting from what? As far as these young kids at these fucking places? In fact, it made him ask more about Israel. It made him ask more about it. First off, turning on Trump in regards to certain ideas, Epstein and stuff like that, they made them question it more. It didn't put him away anywhere.
To put the fear into people.
That's Candace's narrative.
What? That's why he got shot, was to put the fear into people?
She said that Andrew Colbert said it was supposed to be you or Tucker that got killed. It's supposed to be you or Tucker. But Charlie served the role of being a fear factor for you guys because you guys are such fucking truth tellers. That was part of her narrative. So kind of squash that too. I'm telling you, I don't see an actual geopolitical reason for that fucking action. I don't see it. I'll consider it.
Charlie was a double agent really on our side. He was just ready to whistle blow some info.
He's like, you know what?
Just kidding.
I just read some Marx. All right.
So what you're saying,
Marx all along.
So what you're saying is you don't believe this was like conspiracy.
I'm not going there either. I'm saying I'm trying to find the intellectual, logical reason for why they might kill Charlie Kirk. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's so weird.
If it's like a bigger power thing, right? It's like, oh my god, this military operation by these big governments and all that shit. I'm like, why? Why would they do that?
The only thing I can think is to like scare activists, just to scare the public and be like, "Hey, yo, you get too much into politics, you could die, motherfucker."
Yeah, but you don't have to scare activists because they'll fucking bite each other's heads off, so it doesn't really matter. They don't have to do much.
I actually believe that to be true. Yeah, they'll wreck themselves, take each other out
every time.
And if let's say they kill like an actual activist, they'll make it like the nightly news for a day or two, and then it'll go away. Not in their circles, but on the big main stage of giant, everyone's talking about it, viral sensation events, right? So
or it's used
Charlie's
to
not one
further
of them.
solidify that the right wing is like persecuted and is at the forefront in the vanguard of like political change and shit, and that's kind of what they promoted fucking Charlie as.
They were like, yo, Charlie.
That is a narrative.
Charlie's fuck with the money. Let's get him out of here. And we can run tpusa the way it's supposed to be ran.
No, and that shit was crazy.
Well, that was what the whole Twitter files was about. That's what Twitter files was about. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say the Twitter files was kind of about that. Was like about the persecution of the right wing, like with the whole Matt Taibbi Very wise.
And that like set it in
Like.
set the narrative into swing almost.
Or it solidified the narrative at least. Hunter Biden's
Since then,
laptop.
we've
Oh my
been like
god.
in this fucking no
Future video, by the way.
left-wing voices ever.
Nah, bro, this
The
chick is
Higgins
crazy.
thing. I saw you said.
The whole thing of like, yo, like Venezuela happens, Candace, like she's like pressed to talk about it. But yeah, let's go back to Bridget Macron.
Yeah,
and
literally.
Charlie.
You are to the next question.
Where it's like, yo, when's the last time you heard this lady talk about immigration or geopolitics? Like even Israel, yeah, even that's not like
here, there, about
kindness,
Gaza.
a ball wave. Where it's like, yo, she's doing the shit you're saying. Like she's really hosting a fucking Truman Show type thing. Like she's trying to keep it going as long as she's milking it for everything.
That's one of her talking points. It's one of her narratives. It's like,
And this
it's like we
Charlie
live in a Truman Show.
She's fizzling out. She's fizzling out on Charlie Kirk. She's fizzling out.
No, she's not.
Does she still get 4 million per?
I saw 150 concurrent viewers today. I saw that minimum.
I'm talking about
150K. You mean, right?
I'm not talking about viewership. I'm talking about actual the story. It's going nowhere at this point.
Oh, but do you think she gives?
I think it's coming to like a climb. It's like peaks and valleys, and she like knows when to like it's gonna get boring, and then she's like, all right, I gotta get spicy.
I don't know.
Like
man.
I feel like there's gonna be like at least 3 more fucking dips and dives before she like stops talking about it completely, and then there'll be like a crazy.
She's conducting an orchestra.
Yeah, she is conducting an orchestra.
Like I'm telling you, a lot of people.
Imagine if she was fucking trans and then she just was tricking everybody.
Harrison would be like, I don't give a fuck.
No, people have already been doing trans investigations. They're like, have you seen her hands? She's got man hands.
All the right wing sims. It's like, god damn it. Well, she's a hot trans, so whatever.
Oh, that's the thing. I don't think it's fucking right wing sims. I think it's moms. I'm telling you right now, she is angling towards Oprah. She's angling towards Oprah shit. Like when moms are like, that 5 o'clock fucking hits, whether they're getting off of work or they're like, okay, the kids are whatever, they're home from school. I made them a little lunch. And they're the best
investigators.
Yada, yada, yada. And they're like, all right, it's time to dive into some fucking true crime shit. Fucking here's Candace here for it. There it is. Perfectly. I'm telling you. I think that's the giant majority of her audience, I think.
What are the men watching?
I don't know. Who are they watching? You feel like a man. We go watch some Nick Fuentes. They're watching.
No, I think they're watching like Jake Shields and who's that Ryan guy? Ryan
Dawson?
No, Sean Ryan.
Oh, Sean Ryan, Stu
like
Peters,
those kind of motherfuckers.
Valhalla, even Alex Jones to some degree. Yeah, I think a lot of those guys.
That's lunch.
My brother was like the biggest Rogan fan.
Alex Jones is lunch.
My brother's recently been saying like fuck Joe Rogan and shit.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that was the greatest.
You eat Alex Jones for lunch, gang?
That was one of the gayest things you've ever said.
Yeah,
at least you didn't say
why
snack.
are you so gay?
Anyways, I'm still trying. Maybe it's something where it's like an event happens or something like that. And it's just like, aha! Now I have my, my hypothesis. I can like make this clear about like what the fuck I think this whole point was for. But right now, I don't fucking know. I don't know. And most of them on the I'm not out here saying like, yeah, Tyler Robinson did kill Charlie Kirk. Like I'm not there either because of the ballistics theory and all that shit. And even with these timeline things and the DNA on a fucking towel and the gun in the woods, like that doesn't make sense to me either. So I'm like, I really don't know.
In the box.
And that's
in the fucking box.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that might have been like they said like we put it in a box for scaling or something like that, like on purpose. It wasn't like in a box.
They don't. The police and the FBI would never do that under any circumstance. Put it in a fucking box. They would bag it and tag it.
But I think they were like, hey, to make it more clearly seen or to scale it, let's put it in a box so you can see it instead of like in the grass. They actually picked it up and moved it for that reason. For some, I don't know. It's all wacky shit.
People know what a 30-06 is supposed to look like.
I wonder what the grand distraction is for. Like, once again, you're seeing shit about fucking Iran, Venezuela. The Charlie Kirk story is not rolling over those things, except within Candace's bubble. In that world, yes.
What has Candace said about Venezuela?
I saw her tweets. I didn't. Seb's brought up her, I guess, earlier statements from her show or some shit like that. But I saw
They
her.
were not
I saw her
statements.
tweets.
She was answering a question.
Oh, okay. Her
Somebody brought. Yeah,
comments.
Super chat.
it was something that was prompted. Yeah, it was like at the end when she does
What side she
Q&A.
taking? What side is she taking?
She said that
And what-
the Zionists are cheering, and that
Yeah.
the CIA is doing whatever the CIA does. She never once mentioned Trump. So.
And same with her tweets. I don't think Trump is mentioned in there either. But I will be fair. I think there's kind of an implication of that, where it's like, oh, these guys are doing the same old, intelligence operations in foreign countries to overthrow things for the sake of Israel. Duh. So, that's what I've heard so far. I saw her tweets. Brought up Syria, Iran, Iraq, and Venezuela, and like kind of.
But she hasn't made a video. You would think like you'd make a video.
No, she's not going to. No, that she's not going to.
Because it won't get the clicks. She's so smart with this shit.
She has
She's been going for like 2 months straight with millions of views. Maybe more now. Maybe like 3 or 4 months.
Bro.
When before she would only get like hundreds of thousands, and then she just jumped into the million fucking gang.
I think
fucking the algorithm.
To do with Venezuela, she'll be on top of that angle.
She would, I think. But also, I think she mentioned Gaza when this quote unquote peace deal thing was made. She's like, bullshit. Anyways, I just moved on, like swung her hair back and moved on, right? But she kind of mentioned it for a second, like, yeah, these guys are full of shit about this peace deal thing. As like a closing, actually, I think that was answering comments too, or super chats or whatever the fuck it's called. I think she was doing that there too.
What about Tucker? What's Tucker said about Venezuela?
Tucker gives a lot more, at least rhetoric towards Venezuela or Gaza or any of these scenarios.
No, he'll bring on somebody who will say rhetoric. Like
he says rhetoric too. It's like, what about Maduro is he's anti-trans, anti-gay. Why do we hate him so much, huh?
He'll be like, but they're actually the drugs are actually coming through Mexico.
He'll bring it down. He'll say, yeah, Maduro's anti-SJW, right? They banned gay marriage there. So why are we taking over Venezuela, huh? Why? That's what fucking Tucker does. That's what he fucking does. And I'm like, oh my god,
it's brain numbing.
Fucking gross motherfucker. Whatever. Once again, it's a little bit more clever than the Alex Joneses, right? Or whoever, Nick Fuentes or Ben Shapiro. It's a lot more clever, but it's still like, guys, is this enough for you? This is not good enough. This is not the thing. Sorry, but either way, okay. Let's end this video because, like I said, like I'm kind of lost.
4 hours.
Damn near. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like what's the point, but also don't just buy the official story either. So I'm just kind of like lost. But this was interesting information, which doesn't look like the Fort Huachuca fucking story where you're just like, okay, now we're in like left field now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it helps her overall premise though, and that's the confusion I have.
Fair enough, but it is going back towards the original story, right? We're not all the way in fucking random, scenarios, right?
What if all these motherfuckers just start torching their career so that new people come in?
When's she gonna tell us that the Egyptian
How do
plane
I see that now?
landed?
Let's see what happens.
When's she gonna tell us that an Egyptian plane landed in the fields in Panguitch, Utah?
She said more about the Egyptian planes here. I didn't listen to it necessarily, but all her
I didn't see any air parks in that area on the map, unless it's like a secret.
No, I said in a field. In a field.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I was like, I didn't see any.
I think she will hold up all her theories I think she will. And the fans will hang on to that stuff. I won't react unless it's something that I think is actually worthy of it. I thought these were. To her credit, I'm like, whether she's lying or she's wrong or it's true, either way, it's still an interesting story going back to the original case, right? Like timelines,
Well,
locations.
I need her to have the those families,
cameras.
the Perkins, on her show, from Smokehouse Cowboy.
How good are their steaks? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, and what kind of seasoning are they using? And and I like you just need more details about that because it's like, well, who did they report it to? Who's the reporter? Like, can we talk to these people? Like, what's going on?
And
you can find that out. I mean, they have a phone number.
Exactly.
We could call.
I understand, like being like, okay, let me keep these people anonymous, which is important to do, right?
But
But like, someone's gonna find. You gave the
found it in 2
location.
seconds.
Exactly. You gave the location. You gave the name of the place. Someone will just walk in there like, who was it? Like, are you working today? Like, they'll find out in some form or fashion. Like, it's.
I mean, I could literally call tomorrow and be like, "Hey, I heard on the Candace Owens show that Tyler Robinson was in your restaurant. Can I talk to Mr. Perkins?
Or like,
Is Father Perkins around?
Like you said, the police report. They should show that.
Yeah,
right?
something.
Except look through the.
This is gonna be like the Comet ping pong shit. People are gonna go fucking.
They're walking with AKs,
Exactly.
AR-15s.
Exactly.
How good was that fucking steak, huh? Put your hands up.
Exactly.
Cook me a steak right now.
Zeps,
Yes.
look through that Cowboy Steakhouse
What'd you say?
reviews and see if you see Obama showed up and reviewed that.
Oh
Cowboy
my
Steakhouse.
god, this bud.
Oh my god.
Because Trantifa strikes again.
Obama had a public meeting with Tyler Robinson at a random fucking restaurant. Wasn't good. I ordered some steak and mashed potatoes.
Okay, it does have a thing about where there were bones of Native Americans found buried in unmarked graves.
What?
In this area, yeah, because there's these 2 tribes that are connected to the Aztecs that live in these areas, and they used to also take them from here, and they would make them go to these schools in St. George, in these Indian or Native American schools where they try to like civilize the children. Some dark.
Don't tell Candace. That'll become a 15-part series. That will.
Yeah.
So, did Native American spirits actually kill Charlie Kirk for revenge for their?
Yeah. What are these? What are these mounds? What are these mounds telling you? Sacred mounds. Anyway. Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyways,
They believe in that stuff. There's a lot of importance placed on mounds.
A lot of whoop.
anyways, there's your video.
Am I not right? Wait, Dubster, you're part Native American. Tell us. Do your people
Yeah, tell us,
worship the
Jeep.
mound?
Jeep Cherokee, tell us.
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
I'm all Native American.
Yo.
I was in the southern side of Utah once before it was Moab. I don't know where Moab is to any of this, but
Very
there
close.
are some
The mother of all
high,
bombs.
like
Mother of all bitches.
it's
Very
it's where it's called the off-roading capital of the USA. like off-roading vehicles go there, like Jeep Cherokees and Jeep Wranglers.
Like you.
But anyway, there's like carvings of cliffs and whatnot, and there's a whole bunch of places where you can see like native hieroglyphs. I don't know what you call them. The ancient way they would make symbols, and like if they know of
Drink catchers?
like it's no like markings on wall, like
I
art.
know. I'm trolling.
But like the way they would talk to, I forgot what it's called. But if it was known that it was there, it'd be marked off. You couldn't go close enough to mess with it. But if it wasn't known, you could go over there and just ruin it if you wanted to.
I'm part of the Indian tribe. From where? Cleveland. I'm a Cleveland Indian.
Better
Are
than
you
a Cleveland
Indian?
Brown.
You told me you had some Indian in you, or native in you.
I'm
You
cherry.
had Indian in you too when Kate of the Seeds always.
Anyways,
Cherry.
anyways,
Got the
there's your video. Please subscribe if you feel like. Comment, agree, disagree. There's a lot of questions brought up about Candace's story, about the official story, a mixture of all of it. Question our ideas, please. Just question everything. Question everything. And T-Lav. Question everything. So please go ahead. Say your questions or comments or whatever the fuck in the comment section. Don't forget to share support. Hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Also, please check out the Discord link if you want to join that. We are in that Discord right now, and all opinions are welcome. And obviously, I mean, you're gonna find Candace's video. It's probably already recommended to you, honestly. But either way, I'll link it so you can look at it for yourself in the description box. So please go check that out. And most importantly, give this video a thumbs down. Yeah.